Today's challenge, a dog small in size, but with serious attitude.
It's that horrible bark, that's what it is.
Right, enough now. Enough.
Enough.
Enough. In.
If Victoria can't help us, she's going to have to go.
Once upon a time, in Essex, Ricky and Paul lived happily with their chihuahuas, Stanley and Sassy. But then they adopted 2 Dachshund puppies. One good, the other completely out of control.
Sansa!
Meet Sansa, who's single-handedly ruining the boys' lives.
What?
No!
Sansa, no. Come here.
Getting Sansa was the worst decision that we've ever made as a couple. Since the day we got her, really.
Got her, she's been a demon.
Like a Rottweiler, isn't she?
Terrorising her owners, the other 3 dogs, and the neighbours.
Right, enough now. Enough.
Enough.
Enough. In.
Sansa never stops barking.
Every day is a battle with Sansa. There's no tranquility in the house no more.
She has been constantly barking from 6:30 this morning, and it's now...
Without waking us up at 4 o'clock this morning.
Even trickier, she's aggressive towards anyone in her space.
If we were to have people round, or we even talk to neighbours over the fence, it's quite embarrassing because Sansa is so needy. She will jump. If your friend's around, sat in the garden, she will be jumping on the table. We tend not to have people round for that reason.
But worst of all...
Get down. Get down. Down.
Sansa's destroying their love life as well.
The stress level she causes, the only people we have to take it out on is each other, and that is having a negative effect on our relationship now.
When she's misbehaving, Ricky tolerates a lot more than myself, so that then, in effect, creates a tension. My fuse just blows a lot quicker.
Buckling under the stress, the boys are fast running out of options.
We love Sansa, but when the behaviours are at their worst, it's hard to love a dog that is upsetting a household.
We've thought about rehoming Sansa because of the behavioural issues. We really don't want to get rid of Sansa, but if Victoria can't help us, she's going to have to go.
Dachshunds, also known as sausage dogs, were bred to be hunters, and their loud bark enabled the huntsman to locate them. So it seems like Sansa is living up to that reputation.
Dachshunds also make great guard dogs. And true to form, Sansa doesn't disappoint, setting off the other dogs as well.
I'm good, thank you.
As with any visitor, conversation is very unlikely.
Goodness me, and my ears are ringing. Does that happen every single time someone comes in?
The doorbell, letterbox. Every time someone comes in, but she won't stop. She goes on and on and on.
Even if it's the same person that comes in constantly, like when you're having work done for a week, she's barked. She just doesn't get used to people.
That is so loud. I bet if I had a decibel meter here, it would be way off the charts. It is so loud.
With Sansa as ringleader, the other dogs are soon riled up as well, making guests, or even going out, almost impossible.
They'll go and howl and bark, sometimes until we come back. So you choose not to go out as much because it's not fair on the neighbours.
Have the neighbours ever complained?
If we do go out for dinner, we could be out an hour to 2-3 hours, and we'll get messages or phone calls from either side of the neighbours just saying, is everything okay with the dogs? Because they're really noisy, they haven't stopped barking and howling.
Okay. Well, I'm here to observe and I want to see everything.
Okay.
Okay? All right. I'll follow you.
With a lifespan of up to 16 years, but a height of around 25 centimetres, Dachshunds are a feisty breed, renowned for being smart, fast and vigilant. They also have a bark that can easily reach 90 decibels, the same as a lawnmower. But bred to be hunters, they're energetic and brave to the point of ridiculous, which can sometimes make them high maintenance and tricky to train. Fortunately, Victoria's not your average dog trainer. But first, she needs to save the cameraman, who's under attack.
Hey, Sansa!
Sansa!
Ghost, can you stop her now?
Sansa, come on.
Hey, let's just move out here. Close the gate.
Yep, okay.
Because the most important thing is that she doesn't nip at anybody.
Though next in Sansa's sights is Caroline, the boy's much harassed next-door neighbour.
Whoa!
Sansa!
Hello. What is it like living here, next to these barking dogs? So you can be truthful, it's all right.
Dogs are lovely, but it can be a bit noisy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they know you,
Yeah.
but she still barks at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not good.
No.
That's not good. Okay, yeah.
As for Sansa's ability to play with others, even after 6 months of doggy daycare, it's also not good.
I see that licking face behaviour. Oh, this is what I mean. Oh. The other dog's trying to play. She's like, nope. Seeing him off. Ooh, goodness me. And then back to licking the face again. That is not appeasement licking. It's in your face.
Intrusive.
It's intrusive, yes. She's controlling space. Sansa is a resource guarder. And it doesn't matter what the resources are. Could be toys, water, food, beds, locations, places, people, other dogs. She guards it all.
The question now, can Victoria reform Sansa's controlling behaviour?
What will happen if I can't help you?
The worst case scenario would be to rehome.
That'd be heartbreaking, wouldn't it?
Devastate us completely.
Don't you cry, you'll make me cry.
I just love her so much. I just want the best for her. But at the same time, for the other animals and for us.
I know. She's a beautiful dog. And I really, truly think you've done your best. She's fearful. And the emotions of fear and anger are very, very closely linked. That's a dog that's not confident. She's controlling access. She is not trying to dominate you, but she does want to feel safe. She needs relief. She's exhausted with this.
Now you've said she's stressed and it makes complete sense.
That makes me even sadder, thinking she's stressed out.
When dogs feel stressed, it often leads to behaviour problems. Stress triggers the body to release the hormone cortisol, directing blood flow to the muscles, ready for fight or flight. A state Sansa's in almost constantly, making her exhausted and volatile.
I don't come in here with my magic wand and go beep, 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 beep. I give you the tools and you do the work. What I'm going to do is I am going to focus on making your lives easier, making her life easier.
The first crucial tool Victoria's teaching the boys is called touch, a skill that will help Sansa disconnect from what's triggering her to bark or jump.
Effectively, she's going to learn to touch my hand with her nose. With a closed mouth, hopefully, because the dog that's got their mouths closed, they can't bark. And it's also going to give her confidence. So I'm going to put some treats on the ground. Sansa. And I'm not looking at her because eye contact, yes, sets her off. Touch. Put a name to it. Touch. Good girl. Touch. Good girl.
Soon, the word touch will instantly encourage Sansa to move away from what's upsetting her.
Touch. You see her thinking?
Yeah.
Isn't it wonderful? Touch. Yes, good girl.
Victoria says she doesn't like wave a magic wand, but it did feel like it. It was amazing how quick she picked it up.
Touch. Yes. When she is growling at the other dogs, she's so stressed that it doesn't matter what you do.
Right, enough now. Enough, in off. Enough, in.
You can tell her off till you're blue in the face, but what happens? She doesn't listen to you. Now she knows what to do. Now you're giving her a skill.
But to really achieve a happy dog, happy life, the boys need to master this skill for themselves.
All right, Paul, you're going to go first.
Touch. Good girl.
Nice.
Touch. Good girl. Touch.
Beautiful timing.
Though to truly transform this boisterous pup,
Touch.
both her dads need to master the technique.
Touch.
Make your touch a little bit lighter. Touch. Not so.
Touch.
Wait for her. Don't look at her.
Touch. Good girl.
Do it one more time.
Touch. Good girl.
Beautiful.
Absolutely amazing. The difference in her within a few hours is outstanding.
Most dogs respond well to the touch cue, especially if training sessions are short and on a regular basis. In just a few weeks, it can build confidence, create a stronger bond between a dog and owner, and be used to teach new skills. But more importantly, touch can keep stress-prone pooches calm in new situations or places, as it's a skill they know and brings them relief. As for Sansa and her dads, now they've survived basic training, time to tackle this little problem.
Goodness me! Am I ears ringing? The trigger of the doorbell sends her into this, people are coming. Then when she sees them walk past, people are here. I'm going to give you a new ritual that's going to help keep her under threshold. One day she's going to see people coming over as a good thing and not something to be feared. The first thing we're going to do, when someone comes over, tell them not to ring the bell or knock on the door. They're going to text you instead. Also, this is a real flashpoint. So what you do here is, see? She just saw me. She knows me, but she just saw me behind the gate. So now you close the door. So she can hear people, but you're cutting off that visual.
Meanwhile, Ricky and Paul will take their friends directly into the garden. Then, to create a positive association with having guests, one of them will welcome Sansa to the party with a few treats.
And as you come through the gate and throw, okay, be aware of being more fluid with your body and calmer when you move so that she doesn't get freaked out. You're creating a more predictable environment, and predictability brings security. And at some point, Sansa's going to look forward to you having people in your back garden because good things happen to her.
That's theory. Now comes practical, with Victoria playing the guest.
Hello, Hello.
Let's come in. We're going to go straight into the garden, okay?
Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Well done.
So far, not a peep.
Okay, perfect.
And then we'd go and get the dogs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's just like a well-oiled machine.
Come on, man. Have a look. Come say hello.
And then immediately, your person, whoever it is, throws food on the ground. We don't want her sort of leaping up and snapping, so they throw food away from them.
And when the food's done, that's when we let the other dogs out.
Yeah, because we don't want the dogs fighting over food when it's on the ground.
With Sansa stress-free, her partners in crime are just as relaxed, which means Ricky and Paul can finally have a social life.
What I really love you to do, if you could set up maybe a couple of friends a week and just practice. You can start off with one friend, and then when she's comfortable with one person coming over, then maybe you can add another. And you build it up.
Bringing Victoria through to the garden and seeing that calming effect that it had on Sansa and the other dogs, it was really nice.
We may be able to get some normality back into our lives.
And some peace.
And peace.
I really hope now that you see that there is a way forward and that rehoming would be the very, very final option, because actually I think the best place for her is with you.
Definitely.
Okay? I will see you soon, all right?
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Over the next couple of weeks, Ricky and Paul practiced the techniques Victoria had shown them. Sansa changed her attitude to visitors, became calmer
Sansa.
and less controlling.
Good girl.
And their neighbours couldn't believe how peaceful things had become.
Look at her, she's so much more relaxed.
She doesn't mind
It's
as much
more of
at all
a pleasure to have a little chat over the fence.
Such a difference.
I know, it's amazing.
But to make sure the boys are really on track, Victoria's paying them one last visit.
I cannot wait to see how they're getting on. I really, really hope that Sansa's behaviour's improved.
After a quick text, things are off to a promising start.
Hi, Victoria.
While this used to be Sansa's typical reaction, today, not a sausage.
Hello, darling. Who's this? You're going to come and say hello?
Oh my gosh, the change is considerable. I mean, not a sound when I came in. Tell me how it's been.
One of the big things was the barking at the neighbours. We've probably seen her jump at the fence once in this time, so that's a huge difference. When she's at the bottom of the garden barking, you actually shout Sansa touch and she will run.
What's your attitude towards her? Has that changed?
Before, rehoming, we thought was our only option. No, it's not an option at all. We know we've still got a lot of work to do, but with the techniques that you've taught us, it's working amazingly.
Victoria has been amazing. The work she's done with us has completely changed our lives.
And we now have a calmer dog,
Yeah,
don't we?
complete turnaround.
And we'd never rehome this little one now.
I'm really happy to say that the future that was tentative, was she going to be rehomed or not, is now certain. Sansa's staying. Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site, positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.